Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League. Bawat bayan ay sumasaya kapag may labay nagkakaisa. Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao, basketball na. Ang bawat labay pinaghahandaan, kaya yumayanig ang bakbakan. Todo suporta ang lahat sa kanya-kanyang kupunan. Basketball na muna tayo, iwasan na ang mga bisyo. Sports ang laging iisipin, sa droga ay huwag paalipin. Buong bansa'y magsama-sama. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, MPBL na! MPBL na! Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino, sa Luzon, sa Visayas at Mindanao. MPBL na, yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino, sa Luzon, sa Visayas at Mindanao. Ang bawat laban ay nakakakaba dahil sa husay ng bawat isa. Sigawan ay yumayanig kapag nag 3 points na. Bawat bayay di patatalo, buong barangay ay suportado. Kahit ano ang mangyari, sama-sama tayo. Basketball na muna tayo, iwasan na ang mga bisyo. Sports ang laging iisipin, sa droga ay huwag paalipin. Buong bansa'y magsama-sama. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, MPBL na! MPBL na! Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino, sa Luzon, sa Visayas at Mindanao. MPBL na! Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino, sa Luzon, sa Visayas at Mindanao. Sa Luzon, sa Visayas at Mindanao. MPBL, Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League. Bawat bayan ay sumasaya kapag may labay nagkakaisa. Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao, basketball na. Ang bawat labay pinaghahandaan, kaya yumayanig ang bakbakan. Todo suporta ang lahat sa kanya-kanyang kupunan. Basketball na muna tayo, iwasan na ang mga bisyo. Sports ang laging iisipin, sa droga ay huwag paalipin. Buong bansa'y magsama-sama. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, MPBL na! MPBL na! Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino, sa Luzon, sa Visayas at Mindanao. MPBL na! Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino, sa Luzon, sa Visayas at Mindanao. Ang bawat laban ay nakakakaba dahil sa husay ng bawat isa. Sigawan na yumayanig kapag nag 3 points na. Bawat bayay di patatalo, buong barangay ay suportado. Kahit ano ang mangyari, sama-sama tayo. Basketball na muna tayo, iwasan na ang mga bisyo. Sports ang laging iisipin, sa droga ay huwag paalipin. Buong bansa'y magsama-sama. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, MPBL na! MPBL na! Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino, sa Luzon, sa Visayas at Mindanao. MPBL na! Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino, sa Luzon, sa Visayas at Mindanao. MPBL, Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League. Sumasaya kapag may labay nagkakaisa. Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao, basketball na. Ang bawat labay pinaghahandaan, kaya yumayanig ang bakbakan. Todo suporta ang lahat sa kanya-kanyang kupunan. Basketball na muna tayo, iwasan na ang mga bisyo. Sports ang laging iisipin, sa droga ay huwag paalipin. Buong bansa'y magsama-sama. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, MPBL na! MPBL na! Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino, sa Luzon, sa Visayas at Mindanao. MPBL na! Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino, sa Luzon, sa Visayas at Mindanao. Ang bawat laban ay nakakakaba, dahil sa husay ng bawat isa. Sigawan na yumayanig kapag nag 3 points na. Bawat bayay di patatalo, buong barangay ay suportado. Kahit ano ang mangyari, sama-sama tayo. Basketball na muna tayo, iwasan na ang mga bisyo. Sports ang laging iisipin, sa droga ay huwag paalipin. Buong bansa'y magsama-sama. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, MPBL na! MPBL na! Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino, sa Luzon, sa Visayas at Mindanao. MPBL na! Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino, sa Luzon, sa Visayas at Mindanao. Sa Luzon, sa Visayas at Mindanao. MPBL, Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League. Sumasaya kapag may labay nagkakaisa. Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao, basketball na. Ang bawat labay pinaghahandaan, kaya yumayanig ang bakbakan. Todo suporta ang lahat sa kanya-kanyang kupunan. Basketball na muna tayo, iwasan na ang mga bisyo. Sports ang laging iisipin, sa droga ay huwag paalipin. Buong bansa'y magsama-sama. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, MPBL na! MPBL na! Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino, sa Luzon, sa Visayas, sa Mindanao. MPBL na! Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino, sa Luzon, sa Visayas, sa Mindanao. Ang bawat laban ay nakakakaba, dahil sa husay ng bawat isa. Sigawan ay yumayanig kapag nag 3 points na. Bawat bayay di patatalo, buong barangay ay suportado. Kahit ano ang mangyari, sama-sama tayo. Basketball na muna tayo, iwasan na ang mga bisyo. Sports ang laging iisipin, sa droga ay huwag paalipin. Buong bansa'y magsama-sama. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, MPBL na! MPBL na! Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino, sa Luzon, sa Visayas, sa Mindanao. MPBL na! Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino, sa Luzon, sa Visayas, sa Mindanao. Sa Luzon, sa Visayas, at Mindanao. MPBL, Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League. Bawat bayan ay sumasaya kapag may labay nagkakaisa. Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao, basketball na. Ang bawat labay pinaghahandaan, kaya yumayanig ang bakbakan. Todo suporta ang lahat sa kanya-kanyang kupunan. Basketball na muna tayo, iwasan na ang mga bisyo. Sports ang laging iisipin, sa droga ay huwag paalipin. Buong bansa'y magsama-sama. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, MPBL na! MPBL na! Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino, sa Luzon, sa Visayas, sa Mindanao. MPBL na! Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino, sa Luzon, sa Visayas, sa Mindanao. Ang bawat laban ay nakakakaba, dahil sa husay ng bawat isa. Sigawan ay yumayanig kapag nag 3 points na. Bawat bayay di patatalo, buong barangay ay suportado. Kahit ano ang mangyari, sama-sama tayo. Basketball na muna tayo, iwasan na ang mga bisyo. Sports ang laging iisipin, sa droga ay huwag paalipin. Buong bansa'y magsama-sama.
Patuloy ang aksyon dito sa Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League, ang liga ng bawat Pilipino. For the first time this season, we are coming to you live from the very beautiful FPJ Arena in San Jose, Batangas. It is a full-packed house here inside the venue. Kenny Rocacurva will be looking to bounce back from his lackluster performances in the past 2 games. He was scoreless against Pasay, only recorded 6 points in that last game against South Cotabato. He will be going up against Levi Hernandez. Sniper de Mexico was good for 26 points against the Mindoro Tamaraos in their last games. The Batangas City Tanduay Rum Masters defending their home floor for the 4th time against the Biñan City Tatakjel. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Javi Palanya on the call together with Coach Mike Perez. Coach Mike, itong Biñan, they've been in a 3-game losing streak. What has been the problem for them here, especially going up against Batangas City, who is looking to go on a 3-game winning streak today?
Well, first off, let me start with what they've done well. They've done well in not turning the ball over. They are actually number 1 in that department, averaging 11.2 per game. And the second, they've been really good on bench points. However, offensive rebounds, fast break points, and points of turnovers, they're a little bit lagging. They're roughly about 25 on the ranking right now dito sa ating season, and that's something that they gotta do in order to be able to come back and win, lalo na as they go up against Batangas in this game tonight.
I'm sure Coach Boyd Fernandez has addressed these in their pre-game preparation for this game against Batangas City, especially going up against Coach Cholo Villanueva, who prepares his team very well in games, especially against a Southern Division foe like the Biñan Tatakjel. Now let's talk about the previous games of these 2 squads, beginning with the Biñan Tatakjel. I mentioned they are on a 3-game losing streak, and they almost got the victory in their last game against South Cotabato on their home floor at the Alote Sports Arena. But Christian Fajarito nailed that big shot in the end game to be able to give the Warriors an 82-81 victory.
Well, actually, may chance pa silang mag-execute ng last play ng game, but, Pamboy Rembundo and the rest of the guys couldn't execute well, and so they lost to South Cotabato with a 1-point loss. In that game, I felt they were out-hustled, lalo na in the offensive rebounding, and out-assisted as well. Medyo marami yung ISO in my observation, and they got at work defensively as they have less 3 steals lesser than that of South Cotabato. And so you gotta be able to work on those numbers if you want to win, lalo na in a very efficient team like here in Batangas.
They were getting beat bad in the fast break points department, and they're gonna have to do a better job here against a Batangas City team that likes to run. In the last game of the Tanduay Rum Masters, they got a victory against the Mindoro Tamaraos. Despite the slow start, they were able to outscore itong Mindoro 31-19 in that 3rd period, to able to get this victory 82-73.
Kung babalikan mo yan, efficient execution talaga. 8 turnovers lang na-incur nila dyan, and they were very aggressively defending, getting into those passing lanes, blocking shots, getting a help on the defensive side every time they get beat. And it was a good field goal shooting, including the threes. Maraming paint touches and paint points. Matter of fact, plus 8 sila points in the paint. Pero yung bench talaga mabigat din. There have been a lot of help, plus 18 in terms of the bench para dito sa Rum Masters.
And to lead them in that game, Sniper de Mexico, Levi Hernandez had 26 points in that matchup to lead the Batangas City Tanduay Rum Masters. It was really a big victory for them, considering that they are trying to continue their winning run in this season, especially at this midpoint of the year where Batangas City continues to stay atop the Southern Division.
Yeah, tama ka doon. And magandang laban ito. Both these teams really want to go and continue to win, especially as we head into the difficult part of the season.
Let's talk about the player matchup that we have for tonight. It's Jmar Gimpayan going up against Seda Blaza. Coach, what about this matchup between 2 forwards who play somewhat different from each other but produce the similar numbers?
Yeah, very similar, lalo na pagdating sa rebounding. Very close yan. And number 1 rebounder nitong Tanduay Rum Masters ay si Seda Blaza. Ganun rin naman sa side ng ng Biñan, you've got Gimpayan. I think the difference is how they scored their points. More perimeter, I guess, and outside sniping. Itong si Ablaza versus itong si Gimpayan, who really likes to operate in the paint, get second chance points, offensive rebounds. That's where he normally gets it. And I mean, let's face it, with Sed Ablaza getting more of the ball, assist medyo favorable para sa kanya.
Well, these 2 guys are at courtside with our very own Miss Mika Abisamis. Mika, take it away.
Maraming salamat, and I am with the key players of this ball game. Of course, Jmar Gimpayan and Sed Ablaza. Jmar, syempre, si Sed, all-around player talaga siya para sa Batangas. Para sa'yo, ano yung isang depensa na magiging effective para sa kanya?
Actually, sinabi sa amin ni Coach yan, nag-ano lang ako, in-extra ko yung lateral ko at saka double effort lang siguro ngayon para makuha yung panalo.
Mukhang pinaghandaan mo talaga etong laban na to. Sed, eto si Jaymar, parang tulad mo rin to, no? Isa siya sa key players ng Biñan, lalo sa boards at saka sa opensa. Anong sabi ni Coach Cholo para sa kanya?
Siyempre, alam naman namin napanood naman namin or na-scout namin yung kakayahan ni Gimpayan. So, naganda kami para sa kanya. Siyempre, the rest din sa kanila, sa buong team nila. Yun lang.
Said, excited na lahat ng Batanggenyo dito sa loob ng FPJ Arena. Ano ang gusto mo sabihin sa kanila?
Una-una, nagpapasalamat ako sa mga Batanggenyo na nagpunta dito. Salamat sa suporta sa inyo. Wag po kayo magsasawa. Kukunin namin itong panalo na to.
Maraming salamat once again, Sed Ablaza and Jaymar Gimpayan. Excited na ang lahat para sa Batangas versus Biñan. Miguel Perey, take it away.
It's gonna be exciting, mga kaliga, as we bring you tonight's main game here at the FPJ Arena in San Jose, Batangas. It's a battle between Biñan Tatakjel versus your Batangas City Tanduay Rum Masters. Live on the official MPBL Facebook page, YouTube channel, MPTV Signal Channel 98, MPTV Channel 53 on satellite, and on Pilipinas Live app. The 2024 Buenas Manny Pacquiao's MPBL Season 6, presented by Extreme. Let's make way for the starting units, beginning with Biñan Tatakjel Beast Motorcycle GameX. Starting at center, number 28, JR Alabanza. Forward, number 11, Jonathan Gray. One guard, number 0, Pamboy Raymundo. Two guard, number 22, Carlo Lastimosa. And at power forward, number 31, Jaymar Gimpayan. Head coach for Biñan is Boyet Fernandez. Assistant coaches, Gino Manansala, Gino Manuel, Eliazar Kabutotan, JR Manansala, Jarwin Gako, and Rico Mayer-Huffer. Team manager is Jojo Hunanan. Team owner is Sanji Nuevo. LGU partner is Vice Gel Alonte with Munching Talisayon. And now, FPJ Arena, get on your feet, cause it's time to meet the starting unit of your Batangas City Tanduay Rum Masters. Starting at guard, number 1, CJ Isid. Center, number 24, Mark Cruz. Starting at forward, your very own from Malvar, Batangas, number 19, O'Neal Arim. Two guard, number 22, the sniper, de Mexico, Levi Hernandez. And at power forward, number 23, Sed Ablaza. Head coach for Batangas City Tanduay Ram Masters is Cholo Villanueva. Assistant coaches J.R. Aquino, Warad Capitan, John Arenas, and Dino Ponce Enrile. Assistant team manager is Gilbert Alaya. Team manager Gina Alabanza. LGU partner is Congressman Marvy Marino. Team owner is Lucio Tan III. And before we proceed to this ball game, ladies and gentlemen, may we call in at center court.
Starting five of this game brought to you by Buenas, Pamboy Raimundo, Carlo Lastimosa in the backcourt, joined by Jera Alabanza, Jaymar Gimpayan, and Jonathan Gray. Sa kabila naman for the home squad, it's CJ Isit, Levi Hernandez, Mark Cruz, O'Neal Arim, and Sed Ablaza. This is Abby Palanya, joined by Coach Mike Perez and Ms. Mika Abisamis. And we are now about to witness the ceremonial toss from Mayor Valentino Ben Patron of San Jose, Batangas, as it is our first time here in this arena. There you see Mark Cruz and Jaymar Gimpayan at center court for that ceremonial toss. Of course, they are joined by Commissioner Kenneth Duremdes. Coach Mike, a different set of starters for Coach Boyd Fernandez in this game. He's starting with Jonathan Gray. and Jmar Gimpayan, who did not start in their last game. In fact, Jonathan Gray was not in uniform in that game against South Cotabato.
Yeah, and I think this is the first time we're seeing Jonathan Gray get the start for Coach Boyed. And Jmar, like what you said, madalas siya nagagaling off the bench, no? Normally they would have KG right there at the start, but we'll see how this changes in the starters would go and who benefits better. Would it be the Rum Masters or will it be Biñan?
And another interesting thing, Coach, that I noticed here is pinagsabay niya si Jonathan Gray and Carlo Lastimosa, two premier scorers. In fact, nag-abot yan during their time at the College of St. Benilde.
They do understand the importance of getting points real quick against this very efficient team of the Tanduay Rum Masters.
First possession for Batangas City was empty. Now it's Biñan's chance to get the first basket of this game. Lastimosa pops out. Lastimosa drives by Levy Hernandez and gets the first basket.
Well, that time, ang daming misdirection na nangyari. Eventually, it ended up with Carlo Lastimosa getting that ball from the top, making him decide whether to take the shot or put the ball on the floor and see whatever he can probe inside.
Lastimosa only averaging 6 points per game this season. He's appeared in 3 games so far for Biñan. This is the 4th one. Stop there for the Tatak Gel, wearing white, orange, and green, while Batangas City in their red and yellow uniforms. Alabanza trying to get a move there against Cedric Ablaza. That's a walk against JR Alabanza.
Interesting din na hindi nakapag-start dito si Jexter Apinan. And you would normally, for the most part, see Jexter start for Coach Cholo. But right now, guys are really mixing it up in terms of how they start the game.
2-0 still. Wala pang 2 minuto nakakalipas dito sa ating unang yugto. Levy Hernandez trying to pick up from where he left off against Mindoro, missing from the elbow. That's also a traveling violation against O'Neal Arim.
So like what we said, no, itong Batangas very efficient when they execute, and that's a rare quick turnover in favor of Biñan in this case. Look at that press right now. They're really trying to delay that ball as they approach the front court.
Raimundo hands it off to Jonathan Gray. Gray will take it from the outside. That's long. Rebound taken by CJ Isit, and there's a foul away from play. That's going to go against Levy Hernandez.
A little bit surprising to be involved early on. I mean, this start, I'm sure Coach Cholo is a coach that loves to, build everything on process and repetitions. And these things are going to be addressed later on. Samantala ito naman si Coach Boyet. He's always up to very quick action, lalo na at a very deep roster para dito sa Biñan.
CJ Isit and Pamboy Raimundo going at it here early on. I expect a physical type of defense to be shown here by CJ Isit, especially against a scoring point guard like Pamboy Raimundo. Jonathan Gray, 7 on the shot clock here for Biñan. Leaves it for Gimpayan. Raimundo will take it. That's too strong. Alabanza the rebound. Gets the 2 points inside.
I mean, all these movement of guys on the floor para sa opensa ng Biñan, little bit skews yung defensive coverage nitong Batangas. Good ball movement right there.
Hernandez missing on his 2nd attempt of the game. Offensive rebound to Mark Cruz. Wala pang puntos dito ang Batangas City. 4-0. Ablaza. This is the player matchup of the night. Ablaza versus Gimpayan. Said couldn't handle the pass. CJ Isit from 20 feet out. Drains the jumper. Gets Batangas City on the board.
Well, CJ Isit telling his guys, stay the course. It's very early in this game.
Lastimosa off the curl. 2 defenders at him. O'Neal Arim really being very aggressive and physical against him. Raimundo. Pocket pass. Gimpayan gets the left-hand finish to go.
Well, just an excellent read doon ni Pamboy Raimundo. And a really good slip too by Jmar.
Ablaza, straightaway 3. Back irons that one. Another offensive rebound para kay Mark Cruz. Hernandez at the corner. It's a screen from Cruz. Isit steps back. Ablaza, the jab step, the spin. Off the glass, no good. That's a push from behind coming from Mark Cruz.
Medyo slow start para sa Batangas ito. That was one of the, I guess, favorite or go-to moves itong si Sed Ablasa. But how about this little slip roll right there by Jmar Gimpayan for that finish with the left hand?
Bamboy Raimundo was incredible in passing the ball against South Cotabato. He had 9 assists. Just a pity that he had to commit those turnovers in the endgame that cost them that victory.
Yeah. And yun ang gustong balikan ni Pamboy, who wants to, get some retribution. And again, the mix-up in terms of defensive coverage because of guys moving for Coach Boyet.
Contrasting to the way they started against South Cotabato, where they fell down by 8 early in that game. This time they're up by 6 against Batangas City, who also had a slow start against Mindoro. They were down by 10 early in that game against the Tamaraws.
Yeah, in that play alone, see nobody covering right there. Everybody was pretty much preoccupied with what's happening on the perimeter, forgetting that Alabanza was right there in the middle, uncontested.
Pretty uncharacteristic for a team of Coach Cholo Villanueva to not communicate defensively, especially after an offensive rebound. And there's a little lull in the action here. Mark Cruz will be taking 2 free throws. Our referee's trying to confer something.
And when you look at both these teams, pagdating sa field goal attempts, these two are part of the lowest when it comes to field goal attempts. Mas ang preference nila is really half-court, execution, using a lot of clock, than it is fast break. They only get fast breaks only if it's clearly there. It's pretty obvious. But otherwise, they have a lot of confidence in their execution.
This free throw is brought to you by Extreme Appliances, ang subok at kompletong appliance brand ng Pilipinas. Second free throw is good para kay Mark Cruz. And Coach, why do you think that is? Is it because of the personnel that they have?
I think it's because of the personnel that they have, and knowing the team of Coach Cholo and even si Coach Boyet back in Pasig, ganun naman siya mahilig. Execution, running guys left and right, and keeping them in constant motion, finding that opportunity where the defense comes in late.
Take a look at the middle of your screens, at the side, actually on the left there, Jmar Gimpayan throwing a couple of blows to Levy Hernandez as he tried to make himself available for a pressure release pass.
Yeah, medyo pangalawang beses na yan na na-involve si Jmar sa mga ganong activity, and he's gotta watch it. Masyadong mahalaga ito si Jmar, lalo na kung offensive rebound ang pag-uusapan natin. Dahil si Jmar ang kanilang number 2 when it comes to offensive rebounding, averaging roughly at 2.3 per game.
And Coach Boyd Fernandez talking to Jmar Gimpayan after that call was made. I'm sure he was reminding Jmar about his importance to this team, especially because hindi pa naman sila ganun kalalim in terms of their front line, because Mark Pingris has yet to see action for Biñan this season.
Yes, at saka medyo tested ang Biñan in their last games. In Manila, they lost by 16. That was Greg Slaughter in his debut, and then they lost to Pasay by 11. And this tough loss against South Cotabato, which really, I guess, hurt them because they had a chance in that last play to execute.
Levy Hernandez has been leading the way in scoring for Batangas this season with 14 points per game.
Pero kita mo yung pagka-veterano nitong Batangas. Slow start pero very composed. No panic button yet, and they understand it's still a long way to this game.
Cruz on the left side. They go to Levy Hernandez. Loses the ball as he tried to spin away from Jonathan Gray. Gray gets it across. Gray leaves it for Gimpayan. Push shot, no good. The tap to Alabanza. His own version of a floater is knocked down.
And so far, nobody's checked Alabanza. He's been out there, very mobile, getting to those spots and able to defend the length of the floor.
Mark Cruz again, another offensive rebound. This time he sticks it back in for those 2 points. 10-8 is the count. Nearing the halfway point of the first quarter.
Walang surprises dun sa offensive rebounding dun. That's just so many of the 14 that they normally get in a game para dito sa Batangas.
Coach, this is a game where the individual matchups, aside from the team matchup itself, is really premier. You see Ablaza versus Gimpayan, and now on the forefront, of the front line, you see Alabanza and Mark Cruz going for those offensive rebounds, crashing the glass and scoring inside.
Yeah, exactly. And kaya pag tiningnan mo yung Biñan, sure, ang ganda ng execution nila, ang ganda ng mga assist nila kay Alabanza out in the open. Pero pag mga ganong situation na nangyayari, nagkikick in yung ISO ball eh. And so that ball sticks with people.
Ablaza drops it off. Mark Cruz, a little bit too patient there down low. Was bothered there by Jmar Gimpay, and CJ Isit leaves it for Cruz again, this time from the perimeter, and that swishes through para kay Mark Cruz.
That's what you like about Mark Cruz. I mean, he can actually knock it down from within the perimeter, roughly shoots about 55% from the perimeter, and just decent enough to make them.
We're all tied at 10 apiece. 4 minutes and change remaining here in the first quarter. Gray uses the Alabanza screen. Jonathan still has it. 3 seconds on the shot clock.
Good
the steal by Isit. He has Hernandez and Oni Larim running back. Hernandez finishes. 12-10. Batangas City in the lead.
And this has been a cause of concern, I guess, for Coach Boyet, getting down on transition defense.
Lastimosa hops in, flips it up, and scores. Difficult shot right there. Galing kay Carlo Lastimosa to tie things up at 12.
But he had to fabricate that shot para magkapunto sila. So that time around, you're turning to talent.
Isit turns the corner, met by Gimpayan. Jmar switches back out to set Ablaza. Three-pointer is long. The board to Pamboy Raimundo. Difficult outlet pass there, caught by Carlo Lastimosa. Lastimosa wants to back down CJ Isit, and there's a foul given up there by the former Mapua Cardinal.
Yeah, and there you go. That for the most part is how it's been operating for Biñan.
Defense to offense, this is something that Coach Cholo Villanueva squads have been very proud of, and they are featured in our fast break of the game, brought to you by New Star Max. Win to the max. CJ Isit starting it off, and Levy Hernandez finishing the break there para sa Rum Masters.
And just like that, points of turnovers is 6-0 in favor of Batangas. And you gotta go back and defend transition.
Raimundo misfiring from the outside. Pumasok na sa laro na to si Jong Baloria, Jexter Abinan, and MJ De La Virgen for Coach Cholo Villanueva. MJ picks up his dribble. Baloria on the lift, misses on the three-point shot. Aggressive, athletic rebound right there para kay Jonathan Gray.
Yeah, and you love to see Jonathan Gray playing at that level. I mean, that guy's athletic. He's got really good IQ. Meantime, Carlo.
Back-to-back hits para kay Carlo Lastimosa. This time it's a three-pointer. I'm really curious as to how this combination on the wings between Gray and Lastimosa could pan out later into the season. There is immense talent between those two guys, and both of those guys love to score, just like what Jexter Apinan did there, getting the bucket plus the foul.
And just like that, Jexter is immediate impact. He's a guy who's very mobile. He gets rebounds that's long, grabs them, and just like in here, just slips it. Nobody in there to check on him. Lastimosa's late on that corner help.
This time he wasn't, as he knocked down that three-point shot previous to that possession. Carlo Lastimosa with 7 points in this game, just like the average of Jexter Apinan this season, 6.8 rebounds as well. But it's really in his shooting, whether it be from the field or from the free throw line, that has always been a problem throughout his career. Not really the best of strokes coming from Jexter Apinan.
Ang kagandahan dito sa laro na to, kita mo nagiging chess match na siya, no? Nagpasukan na sila KG. You're seeing Maestre, you're seeing Robbie Manalang, and these guys normally would have started for Coach Boyet. And so a little feeling out at the start of this game, and just kudos to both these coaches. Really good IQs, and got a good team to help them out.
This is definitely a premier matchup as well from a coaching standpoint, with Coach Cholo Villanueva and Coach Boyet Fernandez going at it here in this game. And you see KG Canaleta knocking down his first free throw. 8.7 points per game, 5 rebounds per contest. He scored 15 against the South Cotabato Warriors in their last game. 6 out of 13 from the field para sa kanya, as he now witnessed the entry of Chris Porter.
Yeah, this is one guy that has really added value to the team of Coach Cholo. They need that big guy in the middle that can actually figure it out and be complementary to Jex Apinan.
Baloria forces it up. Takes one step too many there. That's a violation against Jong Baloria. And to talk about Chris Porter, Coach Mike, he is not exactly the mold of big man that Coach Cholo Villanueva is used to having. So why do you think he added Chris Porter to this roster?
Because they need a little muscle underneath, I guess. I mean, you know, Dexter's tested na yan. Very mobile yan. Ablaza and even si Levy Hernandez would do the same, and even King Importante. But they need a guy like this one in situations like that.
Oh, look out below.
Oh,
Casey
wow.
Canaleta with a baby slam right there, but still good execute at baseline.
Yeah, but that time tumulong kasi si Porter. Kaya naiwan si KG right there. You gotta pay for that.
Credit to Lastimosa for that time. Porter will take it from the outside. Not really used to seeing Chris Porter take a lot of those outside shots, but over the course of his career, he has constantly worked on that and tried to add that to his arsenal.
Yeah, lalo na kung si KG ang babantay sa kanya, medyo madaming drop coverage yan, and so opportunity for him to make a shot from there.
De La Virgen turns the corner, floater, no bounce. The tap goes to MJ De La Virgen, flips it up, no good. Atan Gray trying to get it. It ends up with Robbie Manalang. It's going to be a slow break here for Biñan. Canaleta attacks Porter. He's right there with him. Canaleta picks up his dribble. Lastimosa gets a top ball screen from Maestre. Short roll for Mike. Manalang from the left side. No good. Rebound to MJ De La Virgen. That's a foul given up there to stop the break coming from Atan Gray.
Yeah, and so far, yan ang nakikita natin dito sa laro nito. A lot of half-court execution.
Well read there was Carlo Lastimosa on that doubling defense coming from Chris Porter.
And again, isa na yan sa mga philosophies nitong dalawang coaches na to. You try to slip it so that you get two on the ball, and the guy who slips normally would be free, and you gotta locate him.
Boy Aktub and Kenny Rocafurva in the game now for Coach Boyd Fernandez. Aktub getting some early burn here for Biñan.
Oh, that's
a moving screen against Chris Porter. There could have been a last shot opportunity there para sa Batangas City. 3/10 of a second remaining here in the first quarter. This is practically a done deal. I don't know if Robbie Manalang can still heave it. Almost hit the rim there, but that would not have counted had it went in para kay Robbie Manalang. And the Biñan Tatak Shell leading here against the Batangas City Tanduay Rum Masters. It was a great start to the game para sa kanila. JR Labanza and Bamboy Raimundo playing beautiful music together, but CJ Isit igniting a comeback run para din sa Batangas City.
Yeah, initially medong confusion pagdating sa mga coverages, I guess, on both teams, but eventually they were able to, you know, get a little rhythm and understand what the other team was doing. And so now it's, I guess, the usual stuff that they're executing.
Just like you say, Coach Mike, it is a chess match between these two squads. 19-14 is the count. Our first quarter score brought to you by GameX. GameX Sports, the official online basketball lending partner of the MPBL. Basta ending, GameX.
Back at the FPJ Arena in Batangas for your Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League. Transition defense is one of the things that Coach Boyet Fernandez fixed after that devastating loss against South Cotabato. They gave out 24 fast break points. So today, they know Batangas will run. Last year, they were #1 in fast break points, so they will need to limit. But the more interesting part of our conversation was about which players he wants to see more from despite the deep lineup. He said Kenny Rocafurva, who was not his usual self in their last few games, KG's efforts from the outside, and Robbie Manalang's threes. Let's see what they can do. As like any other star-studded team, Coach Boyet is still in the long process of managing his lineup. Have you, Coach Mike?
Maraming salamat, Mika. Well, one thing I like to highlight from that report is the absence of Kenny Rocafurva in their past 3 games, particularly the last couple of games. Against Pasay, he was scoreless and only attempted 2 shots. And in their last game, he only had 6 points.
Yeah. And Kenny Rocafurva, we understand, is so much better than that. You know? He's a scorer that can actually create opportunities for his teammates. He's a bundle of energy on the floor, and he's got to go back to who he normally is.
And now it's Jimboy Estrada nearing his last days with this Biñan team as he is now about to enter the NCAA season with the Letran Knights. This is now Kenny Rocacurva's opportunity, and actually I think it's more of a need than an opportunity to step up as Jong Valoria knocks it down from the outside. Defense draped all over him.
Yeah, sa daming beses na nangyari ang handoff na yan, sa taas na yan, alam na nila yung timing kung kailan i-slip at kailan titira. Itong si Jong Valoria, really just perfect execution.
Aktub at the corner, back to Robbie Manalang. Canaleta offers the screen. Manalang splits the defense. Floater in the lane is good para kay Robbie Manalang.
And so good at releasing that ball to split a blitz. And, you know, he's got multiple arsenals, jump stops, floaters, jumpers, what have you. He can do it all.
Porter trying to drive by KG Canaleta. Fall away jumper is an air ball. Rocacurva ahead to Maestre. Now it's with Robbie Manalang. Manalang, pocket pass, Maestre, short jumper, that's good. I just really love the way Robbie Manalang has been growing right before our eyes from his days in the UAAP with Adamson all the way here into his professional days in the MPBL. He has been a heck of a player.
And he continues to be coachable.
Valoria, that three-point shot rims out, and there's a loose ball foul. I think maybe even a double foul. Referee Jojo Belna signaling such. Tingnan muna natin itong three-point shot brought to you by Extreme One-Stop Shop Appliances. No matter how much you try to scout these kinds of plays, when your players like John Valoria are too good coming out of that handoff, it's pretty hard to stop.
Oh, wow.
Jexter Rapinan getting a basket right there within the flow of the offense, just like he usually does. Basket and one muli para kay Jexter Rapinan.
Now, what you like about Coach Cholo is he really just keeps everything very simple. Some of these executions you actually see in some of high school teams, no? And you know, if it works, no, go and use it. But what I like din dito sa mga teams na to, halos may mga similarity sa mga point of attack nila, di ba? Yung mga handoff, yung mga two-man game, two on the ball, it's really almost the same for both teams, just a matter of personnel.
Tatlo na lang ang lamang dito ng Tatak Gel. Manalang using the Canaleta screen, which is an offensive foul, an illegal screen on KG.
Yes. And very similar yung gustong gawin ni KG dun sa pagkakatira kanina ng 3 points ni Jong Valoria. Kanina, ini-stay muna ni Apinan yung screen, allowing that separation for Jong to take the shot. Samantalang dito kay KG, medyo umusog ng konti kaya natawagan ng foul.
Coach Boyd Fernandez did not agree to that call. He was complaining to referee Seth being all right there on the baseline. Unfortunately, play will continue here. Batangas City with the basketball. John Valoria trying to test the metal of the defense. Poypoy Actube wanted to deliver a pass to John Ambuluto in the middle of the paint. He got the pass, just wasn't able to handle it well. A turnover for Batangas. That's now number 4 laban sa kanila. Biñan with 5. And this is the 6th now of the Tatak Gel. Jexter Apinan gets the bounce, finishing with the left hand.
That to me is the advantage of having a Jexter Apinan. I've been talking about having length and depth on defense. That's exactly how Jexter would defend. And much as KG, we know inside the paint, medyo threat yan defensively. But lengthwise, Jexter, together with his energy, can do this.
He's been one of the steals leaders for a couple of years now in the league. And that's playing the 3, 4, 5 spots para kay Coach Cholo Villanueva. And that's what's amazing about Jexter Apinan is his ability to play multiple positions and to really show his full display of length defensively.
And tama ka dyan. He's the number 1 in terms of steals per game at 2.2, and he's got the most total steals for Batangas at 22.
Wow. Manalang trying to restore order here for Biñan, and he knocks it down from the outside. Robbie Manalang.
And you know he's gonna make that shot. Going left, rising up on the 3. That's just money for Robbie Manalang.
He loves those pull-up jumpers going left. 26-22, MJ De La Virgen trying to answer, knocks it down That's bullseye para kay MJ de la Virgen. Lead back down to 1.
Oh man, how do you not love this game? I mean, the guards are shooting the lights out, and I like how MJ has really, elevated himself in the past games. He's just been there making clutch points after clutch points.
I mean, did you expect anything less, Coach Mike? Robbie Manalang launching after a couple of dribbles with that left hand, and then now MJ de la Virgen from way downtown. Mike Maestre had his hand up, but MJ de la Virgen, he has a knack for knocking down these difficult jumpers, especially in the half court. 8.1 points per game this season para sa kanya. 26-25 is the score. We'll take a short break. Take a look at the home game results so far for Batangas City this year. They defeated Iloilo last April 13 in their first home defense. Went up against Rizal, defeated them by 70-63, and outlasted Davao Occidental 71-59. All of those coming at the Batangas City Coliseum. This is their first time defending their home floor at the FPJ Arena in San Jose, Batangas.
Pwede ba nating sabihin, napakaganda naman itong gym na to?
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, if you're gonna give an ode and honor si The King, si Fernando Po Jr., dapat naman talaga maganda ang maging gym mo dito. As you take a look at JJ Helterbrand, who knocked down some huge shots in that game against South Cotabato. He'll be sitting this one out against Batangas City. JJ just showing that he still has it in that 47-year-old body.
Yeah, and we're not at all surprised kung bakit napakalaki ng bench points contribution itong Biñan. Dahil ang lalim ng bench.
Rocco Curva, though, could not get it off the timeout. That was a forced shot off the gather. Batangas with a chance to take the lead. De la Virgen will take it for himself. MJ de la Virgen, bullseye!
Well, that's one thing that MJ has done to this game. You cannot sag off of him the minute that he crosses the half-court line.
Manalang to answer. That's off to the right. The tap sails out of bounds in favor of Biñan. It's going to be a fresh 14 to work with here for the Tatak Gel. Batangas City now in the lead by 2, 28-26. Take a look at that again. The option for Ochea wasn't open. Good denial by Robbie Manalang. At MJ de la Virgen, no problem with that, taking it from way downtown.
Hindi ko pwedeng mandaya kay MJ de la Virgen. I mean, he can knock it down.
Eh, kung tutuusin mo nga, coach, good defense na yun eh.
Oh.
Aktub, everybody here is expecting a slam from him. Couldn't make a basket there. De la Virgen, may tangan ng bola. They go to the other side. Zong Baloria now. Baloria being aggressively defended here by Poy Aktub. Ochea has the size advantage against Kenny Roca Curva. Ochea, the follow-away jumper, he's fouled there. 2 shots coming up para dito kay Don Ochea.
And Don Ochea has been a guy that's, Coach Cholo has turned to for the most part.
One of the first 3-point shots here para sa Batangas City, courtesy of MJ de la Virgen. That brings us our lucky fans of the game, brought to you by Buenas. The home squad in the lead by 2 after MJ de la Virgen knocks down 2 3-point shots. The one that you just saw was his first 3-point shot of the game. Ochea making good on his first free throw.
Actually, si Ochea is one of the really good perimeter shooting guys para dito kay Coach Cholo. Is shooting roughly about 53% from perimeter. And, that's how he's been operating. He's just an efficient guy that gives you blocks, gives you steals as well, aside from that very efficient free throw shooting.
Last game against Mindoro, he made a living from the line, going 6 out of 7 for 12 points in the game. He also had 2 out of 5 from the field. Aktub short on the 3-point try. Batangas City now on this mini run. MJ de la Virgen, the catalyst of the scoring binge for the Tatuayra Masters. Ablaza down low to Ambuluto. Ambuluto once again fumbling the pass on the baseline.
And when he caught it, immediately may naka-close out kagad na depensa. So he didn't have enough time to try and gather himself.
Aktub jumps the pass to Lastimosa. Manalang initiating the offense here for Biñan. The ball tapped from behind, saved there by Lastimosa. Lastimosa, 3 for 3. This time it's short. Maestre tried to keep it alive to no avail.
Good again, another good defensive stop para dito sa Batangas.
De La Virgen snaking his way past traffic. Ablaza short on the 3-point try. Hindi na yan hahabulin ni Poy Aktub. Don Ochea giving chase to that basketball. Good effort. Unfortunately, Biñan will be having possession here.
We'll try to go and recover that missed attempt. Pero swings over to Biñan.
Takjel on a slight drought here past couple of minutes. Aktub trying to end that. Step back 3. That's short as well. Maestre tried to tap it to Canaleta, but he wasn't looking. Look at Aktub. Get that away from Ambuluto. Lastimosa out to Raimundo. Defense right there for the red shirts. Canaleta fakes the 3. Takes it anyway. Canaleta long. Ochea gets the rebound.
And so far, they've limited them to shooting from the outside. Yun ang, I guess, Coach Cholo is willing to give up para dito sa Biñan. Tumira na lang kayo sa labas kaysa makadribble penetrate pa kayo. And you see that drop coverage, everybody helping out.
Ablaza. Eye to eye against Mike Maestre. The spin. Ablaza forces it up. Blocked there by Maestre. Recycle. De La Virgen from way downtown could not bail them out.
That was a good shot by NJ, you know.
Aktub still could not hit from the outside. You could tell this place was going to go down if Poy Aktub knocked down one of those 3 attempts.
That's right. And so now it's really a matter of making those shots from the outside. Anyway, yun ang binibigay sa'yo ng Batangas. So you have to make the most out of it. You got to be very efficient.
Under 3 minutes to play here. Shot clock winding down for Batangas City. And that's a 24-second violation against the Rom Masters.
Right now you see Coach Boyet really having to dig deep in his bag right now. He brings in James and alongside Jaymar.
Joseph Peña-Redondo also seeing action for the first time here para sa Biñan Takjel. James Mangahas. You can tell that Coach Boyd Fernandez trying to look for some outside sniping with the entry of James Mangahas. 7 turnovers each for Biñan and Batangas City. Raimundo to the right side. Peña-Redondo to a flashing James Mangahas. Back to James. Sorry, that's Joseph Peña-Redondo missing from the outside.
And so far, hindi mapasok yung depensa na yan ng Batangas. Ever since that change of scheme, no guy has even penetrated inside para sa Biñan.
Ambuluto, short on the hook shot, gets his own miss, second serving. He's fouled up top. He's going to take 2 shots here. And the crowd cheering. Ito si John Ambuluto after he has not been able to take care of the past couple of opportunities and drop passes given to him. Credit to him working hard for those baskets.
Tama ka dun, you know. Sometimes in some systems, you need people that, you know, maaring may mas magaling, mas skilled na player. Pero yung work ethic, that's something that you cannot try and sacrifice. And so you like that in Ambuluto.
2.1 points per game, 2.3 rebounds per game this season para kay John Ambuluto. 0 out of 2 though on those free throws. 31-26. Mangahas to Peña-Redondo. Will not take the outside shot. Batangas in a zone.
Yeah, that zone's worked pretty well.
Raimundo rejects the screen. Pamboy sees an opening, forces it up. Good rotation defensively there for Batangas City. Isit leaves it for Ramirez. RJ too deep there. Steal for Biñan. Peña-Redondo leaves it for Pamboy. Raimundo back to Joseph. Ping pong between Raimundo and Peña-Redondo. They get it to Mangahas, who misses also from the outside. Biñan's field goal shooting has gone down to 35% here in the second quarter after a high of almost 48%. Oh, RJ Ramirez hanging in the air and making that difficult shot. Unfortunately, that looks to be an offensive foul laban sa kanya.
Pero pag binalikan mo, as you see this move right here.
Oh no, the foul was on John Abuluto.
Yeah,
And not that RJ Ramirez was, his move was clean. In fact, that could have been a highlight play para sa kanya.
Correct. Tama ka doon. And so, we were talking about this. Hindi mapasok yung depensa na yan nitong Batangas.
1 minute and 9 seconds remaining here in the first half. We'll be right back. Babalik ang inyong Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League, ang liga ng bawat Pilipino. MPBL Commissioner Kenneth Doremdes, joined by Operations Head Emerson Areta, joined by Security Chief Rudy Distrito, and San Jose Mayor Valentino Ben Patron. Thank you for joining us here at the FPJ Arena in San Jose, Batangas. First time this season we are broadcasting live here at. This is Abby Palanya, joined by Coach Mike Perez and Miss Mika Bisamis. So far, the home squad ahead by 5, 31-26. Biñan was off to a good start, but Batangas City getting their bearings here in the second quarter to be able to establish this advantage. Exactly a minute remaining here in the first half. Raimundo now with the basketball. Batangas City is sticking to that zone. Lastimosa back to Pamboy. Raimundo. Lastimosa loses it. Ramirez gets it to Cruz, streaking to the basket. Fouled on the way up. 2 shots coming up para kay Mark Cruz.
Agile, athletic bigs that can cover the length of the floor, width and length. That's what they need, and that's what Coach Cholo is using right now. And these guys, Ramirez, including Mark Cruz, just ably performing that role for the Rum Masters.
And you could just see the frustration on the face of Coach Boyd Fernandez after another missed opportunity, especially coming after a timeout.
Yeah. And this actually see Coach Cholo switched it up a little bit from a 2-3 zone. He went 1-3-1. And so, you know, pagbalik na nagulat sila thinking 1-3-1 to, which is totally, I guess, away from what Coach Boyd has prepared for them after the timeout.
Mark Cruz missing on the first free throw. Tatlo na ang mintis dito ng Batangas City from the free throw line. 8 out of 11. 43.9 seconds remaining here in the first half. 0 out of 2 para kay Mark Cruz. Raimundo, 4 rebounds, 3 assists in this game. Still scoreless though. That's another turnover for the Tatak Gel. Ramirez had his pocket picked by Lastimosa. Look how fast the red shirts got back on defense. Counter steal here for the Rum Masters. Ablaza stops, pops, airballs the 3. Hernandez getting the rebound. Unfortunately, he was stepping on the baseline. It's going to be Biñan basketball.
And boy, said Ablaza had a good line and a good look. Nobody on him, and that's within his range. Unfortunately, he couldn't make it. I guess you could say the same para kay Carlo Lastimosa. He had that entire open floor for to work on.
I don't think that was a good shot considering that they had numbers. But here, another steal by Batangas City. This time, RJ Ramirez getting the hoop and the harm. Batangas City just really silencing this Biñan offense with their defense.
Yeah, and what you like about that is that they're pretty much doing their role defensively.
Playing the passing lanes there, RJ Ramirez featured in our play of the game, brought to you by Buenas. Getting the steal, launching from near the cup and going past the defense of James Mangas to score the basket. RJ Ramirez completing the 3-point play. 9.2 seconds remaining. Batangas City up by 8 now. Last shot time for Biñan. Raimundo to the middle. Mangas has Peña Redondo in the corner. They could not hit him. And Batangas City putting on a defensive masterclass here in the second half of this second quarter.
You know what? These guys are very close when it comes to points allowed. They're 5 and 6 respectively, both allowing only 69.6 points against their opponent. But right now, it sure seems like Batangas is the #1 defensive team.
34-26 after a great start by Biñan. Batangas City came back, made a run here in the second quarter. That's why they're up by 8, 34-26. Our halftime score brought to you by GameX. GameX Sports, the official online basketball lending partner of the MPBL. Basta ending, GameX. Ngayon, mga kaliga, tunghayan natin ang mga naganap sa ating team owners meeting last Sunday sa ating MPBL Extra.
Yes, we're here today for our team owners meeting for our upcoming trade and free agency window this coming June 12 na up to June 30. Hopefully present and para ma-explain natin sa kanila yung guidelines ng liga.
Ang issue ngayon kasi today guys sa ibang liga is yung parity. Big issue talaga sa mga fans. Tayo ang ganda na. Ganda ng liga natin. So huwag natin hayaan.
Well, I can see the league trying to balance it, right? Which is good.
Siguro it's good for the league kasi kakaroon ng mga changes sa mga lineups and then it's gonna be exciting for the league and the fans also.
Compared before, hindi kami nagkakaroon na ganitong meeting eh. Ngayon, sobrang galing, excellent. So, thank you sa MPBL kasi pinapakinggan kami as team owner.
Yes, this trading period basically for the teams na ma-improve nila yung roster nila. Especially yung sa mga bottom teams na were fighting for playoff spot na kailangan nilang improve yung lineup nila. Basically, this is the reason na magkaroon tayo ng window and free agency.
Maganda kung ma-implement yung mga nandun sa wala na 9 to 10 standing kasi unlimited eh. So kasi kami 0-11 kami, 0-12 yung Bicol. So mas pabor sa amin yun kung ma-implement yun kasi pwede kami gumawa ng mga players.
Huwag lang mangyaring the rich gets richer. The usual naman ng mga trades. Siyempre, yung mga players will go for greener faster. Pero as a coach, siyempre ako, pinabalas ko lang rin naman yung team. Kung ano yung kailangan na pyesa for the team to compete. For Iloilo, very exciting kasi it's an opportunity for us to improve. It's a good chance for us to improve on our roster. We badly need a big man and a veteran. So this is our chance to get those in the free agency, and we'd like to thank MPBL na there's a window like this. And it's also good for other teams kasi it's really competitive this year.
To all the MPBL fans, continue to support the league, and to all the Nuevo Ecija fans, keep supporting us and see you next game.
Actually, invite ko rin pala sa home game namin sa June 22 and sa July 27 sa home namin sa Pagasinan. Kita po tayo.
Abangan niyo po ang Mindoro Tamaraws maglalaro by July sa Oriental Mindoro. Lahat ng mga Mindoro fans, panoorin niyo po yan sa ating home game.
Very exciting season. Not yet done. Let's get that very good season this year.
And that was the team owners meeting, of course, with our good commissioner, Kenneth Duremdes, some of the team owners and head coaches for MPBL Extra. But right now, we're still here at the FPJ Arena in Batangas for your Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League. My name is Mika Abesames and I am joined by a very special guest, Mayor Valentino Ben Patron of San Jose, Batangas. Magandang gabi po. Mayor, first of all, thank you very much for welcoming us dito po sa napakagandang syudad nyo. How are you enjoying this game po, lalo na at lamang ang Batangas ngayon?
Siyempre, bilang ang mga Batanggenyo, pagkakapwa Batanggenyo ang lamang, talaga ang aming mga puso at isipan ay punong-puno ng kasiyahan. Tuwan-tuwa kami, siyempre, ang aming mga kasamahang Batanggenyo.
Napakaganda po niyan, Mayor. Mayor, ano pong gusto niyo sabihin sa lahat po ng Batanggenyo na nandito sa loob ng FPJ Arena ngayong gabi at sumusuporta sa inyo?
Sa lahat ng mga kasamahan nating mga kapwa Batanggenyo, ating pinatutunayan ang mga Batanggenyo pagdating sa palakasan ay talaga naman may kakayahan. Lalo na tigit at dito sa ating Batangas na ginaganap, nakikita natin ang ating mga kakayanan pagdating sa larangan ng palakasan ng basketball.
Maraming salamat po, Mayor. Meron pa po ba kayong mga gustong batiin, Mayor?
Okay. Nais ko muna pasalamatan ng ating pinagpipitagan ginagalang Senator Manny Pacquiao na dinala dito sa aming bayan, sa probinsya ng Batangas, sa bayan ng San Jose. Ang larong ito, ganoon din po, siyempre kay Mayor Beverly De Macua, ang ating kaibigan. Ganoon din po kay Congressman Marvin Marino, siyempre po sa kay Vice Mayor Alaysa Cruz, as kay Sir Gilbert Aleya, Assistant Manager po pagdating po sa larangan ng basketball sa ating pong Batanggenyo, sa ating pong bayan ng Batangas, probinsya ng Batangas.
Alright, maraming salamat. Once again, that is Mayor Valentino Ben Patron of San Jose, Batangas. Magbabalik po ang Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League.
We're at the half here between the Batangas City Tandwai Ram Masters and the Biñan Tatak Gel Beast Motorcycle Tire Game X. The score is 34-26. Andito tayo sa napakagandang FPJ Arena in San Jose, Batangas. And Coach Mike, it has been a masterclass defensively in that second quarter para dito sa Batangas City. After Biñan was off to a great start, Batangas City outscoring them in that second period 20-7.
Yeah, and similar yung field goals, tabi na natin yan. What really mattered was the free throw difference, which is a +7 in favor of Batangas, as well as where those points, other points are coming from. It's really the points of turnovers. Batangas able to force 11 turnovers on the side of Biñan and getting 14 points out of it. And out of that 14 points that they got, 5 of that came from fast breaks and none on the side of Biñan.
And it was that guy, MJ De La Virgen, who ignited that rally in the second quarter para dito sa Batangas City Tandwai Rum Masters, helping them erect this 8-point lead. And sayang naman yung naging turnovers na finorce dito ng Biñan because they could only score 2 points off of that.
Yeah, and I think a lot of that has to do with how coming back in this defensive transition itong Batangas.
Carlos Simosa leading the way for Biñan with 7 points. Alabanza has 6. Robbie Manalang with 5. KG Canaleta with 4. So medyo nang balance naman dito ang scoring ng Biñan. But of course, it's the timeliness of their shots and the way that they're going to the line here. Well, Batangas City, balance rin naman ang naging scoring nila dito with Dexter Rapinan leading the way with 7. Mark Cruz with 6. De La Virgen with 6. Levi Hernandez has 4.
Yeah, which makes this game all the more predictable. Pero yung mga puntos na binigay kanina ni MJ, medyo momentum swinging yung mga yon, no? And a lot of guys really stepping up for Batangas, and that's why they have this lead.
Coach Boyd Fernandez started out this game with a different combination than what he's used to try and get some sort of variety in terms of their offense, and they did that. They were up by 5 after the end of the first quarter. That 5 on the floor that featured Carlos Simosa and Jonathan Gray was really big para sa kanila. Pamboy Raimundo was at the forefront of their attack, dishing out and orchestrating the offense para kay Coach Boyd Fernandez. Unfortunately, the defense Batangas City just really coming alive in that second quarter.
Yeah, totoo, tama yun. Nakita mo, normally depensa, ano ba yung willing mong i-give up? And they've been giving up the shots from the outside. And thankfully for Batangas, it's not falling para dito sa Biñan. And they rarely get to the line. And so, not so much advantage there gained on the side of Biñan.
And also the 3-point shooting has not been on point para sa Biñan in this game. After going 7 out of 20 in their last match, they're only good for 2 3-pointers in this game. We're going to be taking a short break here before the start of our second half. Nagbabalik ang Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League, ang liga ng bawat Pilipino. Second half now about to begin here at the FPJ Arena at San Jose, Batangas. This is the last game of our Tuesday triple header. Biñan versus Batangas City. The Rum Masters up by 8, 34-26. Takjel beginning the second half with Pamboy Raimundo, Carlos Simosa, Jmar Gimpayan, JR Alabanza, and Jonathan Gray. Alabanza on the short roll, jumper from the elbow, no good. Gimpayan tried to battle Ablaza for that rebound. Unfortunately, it's going to be Batangas City basketball. Rum Masters starting the second half with CJ Isit, Sed Ablaza, O'Neal Arim, Mark Cruz, and Levi Hernandez, the same starting five that they had to begin the ball game. Hernandez strokes it from the outside. That's his first three-pointer of the game.
Ito maganda makita kung ano magiging adjustments ni Coach Boyet, no? Lalo na nakita na niya kung anong klaseng depensa yung nangyari kanina eh. Medyo matagal sila hindi nakascore,
37-26. They were scoreless for almost 7 minutes in that second quarter. Lastimosa breaking down O'Neal Arim's defense, getting to the cup and scoring.
One of the very few times that they've been able to penetrate that defensive of the Rum Masters. Nobody helping out on the right side of the floor on that drive by Carlo.
Tapos na matagal na pananahimik sa opensiba nitong Biñan Takjel. At natapos na rin ang matagal na pananahimik mula sa labas nito ni Levi Hernandez, knocking down his first three-point shot of the game. This was the drive inside by Carlo Lastimosa, their first basket in a while. Levi Hernandez, he is as streaky as they can get, knocking down back-to-back three-pointers here to extend this lead to 12.
And more importantly, may depensa dun sa tira na yon, ano? And so 2 out of 2 so far para dito kay Levi.
He's now in double figures with 10 points just like that. Lastimosa pops out from the screen. Lastimosa maneuvering, getting inside, drawing a foul. Now this is the Carlo Lastimosa that we've come to know. Lastimosa aggressively attacking, finding ways to score. Take a look at Levi Hernandez. Alam mo, Coach, minsan parang mas nakakashoot pa si Levi pag may depensa.
Pag may depensa, no? Parang yung mga dumadrive na gusto may bunggo muna bago finish, no? Parang gano'n. But, credit to the execution of that two-man action para dito sa Rum Masters. But, to your point, Carlos really been finding his way inside. He's been staying in control, playing off 2 feet, and trying to figure out how he can score. But, ang nawawala lang doon siguro yung assist, because it's mostly ISO.
11 points now in the game para kay Carlos Simosa. And they forced the stop there. Our referees changing the call. They say it's Batangas City basketball.
Yeah.
Our referees for the game, Crew Chief Jojo Belnas, umpire 1 Sep Pingo, umpire 2 Ryan Bernardo. Isit finds Ablaza deep into that left corner. Gimpayan trying to stay with him. Ablaza gets the step and scores.
Well, practically that entire side of the floor left on a one-on-one against Cedric Ablaza. And once you give him that much momentum from the outside, you're almost committed already.
Gray will take it from the outside, drains the three. Jonathan Gray, so the two former CSB Blazers trying to get Biñan out of this hole.
Yeah, and so far, he's 50% from the field, 1 out of 2, knocks down that 3.
That's his first basket of the game, but O'Neal Arim also joining in on the scoring party here para sa Batangas City.
Boy, don't you just love that set? I mean, the curl under, pumunta sa ilalim si O'Neal Arim habang lumilipat papunta sa kanan. Itong si CJ Isit, a little bounce pass right there.
O'Neal Arim with a basket and one opportunity. Punta muna tayo kay Ms. Mika Besames.
There were some things that Coach Cholo and squad learned from that game against Mindoro. They were down in the first half until they eventually led in the third. Today, there's no room for having a bad half or quarter for the Rum Masters as they face a deep lineup in Biñan. It will definitely be a collective effort towards the crucial quarters. But the players actually expressed that they have been looking forward to this day going against their former teammates in different leagues. I mean, I could count the non-veterans in this game. Definitely less than 10, including the coaches of both benches, and the fans inside this arena can attest to that for both squads. Have you, Coach Mike?
That is right, Mika. And you know, these guys, just like Mika mentioned, have faced each other, played with each other, played against each other, and that's why there's so much familiarity between these two squads, even between these two coaches, considering the system that they run. Almost the same coach in terms of the dynamism and in terms of the execution that they want from their squads.
That's right. And kanina, we talked about it, no? Halos may similarity pagdating sa offensive execution. Defensively, it's a little bit different between these two coaches. But I feel offensively, yun nga, medyo may mga pagkakahawig. Two-man game, off ball, bring two on the ball. Ooh! Action underneath right there.
Alabanza and
Mark Cruz.
Mark Cruz getting tangled up on the baseline there as they battled each other for that rebound. A number of guys not in uniform para dito sa Biñan in this game. You know, we also actually forgot that Biñan also still has Marvin Hayes.
Yes. Sobrang lalim nga ng bench niya, no?
Tyron Chan also not suited up for this game para sa Tatak Gel, as well as JJ Helterbrand, who we already mentioned earlier.
Alvin Baityong.
Alvin Baityong also. So that is really a deep front line, which they are sorely missing here against a very experienced Batangas City squad who have been playing with each other for over 3 years already. Yung iba dito, teammates pa sa Makati Super Crunch when Coach Cholo was still with that Makati franchise.
And you just saw earlier Onil Arem trying to create, and that's why Coach Cholo gotta love Onil Arem because of his high IQ and his activity on the floor.
A former Sun One Knight wasn't really used much with the Knights. But here with Coach Cholo Villanueva, he has slowly climbed up the ranks and has earned his playing time and is now starting a number of games para sa kanya.
Right. In as much as, you know, players would want to gain the respect and the trust of the coaches, it's also good that the players also respect their coach. And so much can be said for both Coach Cholo and Coach Boyet. And the mere fact that they've been very systematical in how they play shows how much bought in they are in the schemes of both coaches.
Past couple of possessions have been empty para sa Batangas City. This is now a chance for the Biñan Tatak Gel. Atan Gray, who knocked down his first basket of the game earlier on a three-point shot. Handling the basketball now para sa kanila. Raimundo calling out Alabanza for that top ball screen. Screen here for JR. Raimundo for three. That's short. There's a push against JR Alabanza. That's going to be the second against the big man. That's number 4 already for Biñan in this quarter.
Yeah. And so you guess right now Raimundo is 0 out of 3 from the three-point area. He normally shoots about 40 to 45% from there. And so, ano ba to? Is it a little slump? You know, hopefully it's not. But it's something that Pamboy really needs to be able to produce some points as well, not just assist and facilitate for Biñan.
And that's the reason why he's there. And that's been his calling card throughout the years. A point guard who could score and facilitate. And talking about scoring, Levy Hernandez is on a roll right now here in the third quarter. 12 points in the game for Sniper de Mexico.
And so, after opening up 0 out of 4, he's now 4 out of 4.
And look at the defense here by Batangas City, Coach Mike. But Biñan has literally had to bleed for their points. Canaleta will launch. That's no good. Gimpayan snatches that rebound. Gimpayan goes up. He's fouled. 2 shots coming up para kay Waray.
And nagugustuhan mo dito sa depensa if you're Coach Cholo is that, you know, if a guy gets beat, the next guy comes in to help out.
Levy Hernandez stars in our play of the game, brought to you by Buenas. Onil Arem delivering the pass, and look at the execution of the ball there for Batangas City.
Yeah. At saka yung 1-2 step, rising up to the shot and fading away, keeping that body control.
One of the best in the game here in the MPBL, definitely. Ito si Levy Hernandez. Those off-the-ball shots. Gimpayan making good on the second free throw. 46-35. It has been a long night from the field for Biñan after that first quarter. Here comes Hernandez again. Levy almost lost it. Gray amping up the intensity defensively. Shot clock now winding down. Ablaza a little bit too far away from his comfort zone. Sid gets that ball tapped. Cruz gets the bounce. What a heartbreaker of a possession there para sa Biñan, playing good defense all the way through.
That's right. Ang ganda na ng depensa ng Biñan doon. But I guess yung persistence din sa side nitong Ram Masters. The turnover here.
Isit with a steal. JJ Pito is in the game for the first time for Coach Boyd Fernandez. Can he light that fire from underneath the tatak gel? Hernandez against Gray. He draws the foul. Anyone who gets in front of Levy Hernandez has been seen by Levy as meat.
Yeah, and it almost feels like when we do that ball movement and we catch that ball on Levy's side, Levy, you're going to attack, regardless who's guarding you. I don't know if they feel that nobody's going to be able to keep in step with Levy, lalo na considering he's made his shots. And these free throws right here might be another part of the points of turnovers. They turned it over a while ago. And so you have to be able to get a stop on one end if you turn it over.
Yeah, there's a constant effort to really set him up whenever he's on the floor tonight. Ito si Levy Hernandez.
Oh, intentional yung pag-setup sa kanya, hindi incidental eh.
Coach Boyd Fernandez wanting to talk things over here with his squad. It's been a long evening for them, especially after taking the lead in the first quarter. It's been all Batangas City. 50-35 is the count. We'll take a short break. Batangas City, winners of 7 of their last 8 games. They will be facing quite the schedule in their next 3 games. The Batang Kankalu on June 19. They will be defending their home floor against Valenzuela on June 24. And on July 1, they will be facing a retooled Abra Weavers squad, who I heard have still added more pieces to an already loaded lineup.
Wow. And maganda nga makita yung mga movement these coming days. Oh, Robbie.
Manalang. That could have been big. Roca Curva gets the offensive rebound. Lost it momentarily. They go to the corner. Roca Curva out to KG. Canaleta puts the ball on the deck. 4 on the shot clock. Knocks it down from 15 feet.
But you look at that defense. That was a good basket though by KG. Pero kita mo yung rotation ng defense. You get beat. Help out comes. You peel off.
Easy it to the corner. Arim fumbles it. Hernandez asking for it. Has the height advantage against Robbie Manalang. Levy will launch. He continues to sizzle here in the third quarter. Levy Hernandez, another 3-point shot. That's 14 points in the game para kay Levy Hernandez. 10 here in the third.
In my count, he's 5 out of 10. And wow, what a quick turnaround for Levy here in this quarter.
A miss coming from Biñan. Another chance to extend this gap here for Batangas City. Isit also scoring here for Batangas City. That's a floater in the lane.
And this game's starting to break wide open right now. It's an 18-point lead. And Biñan's got to start something here.
Manalang. That's a screen up top from Jmar Gimpayan. Gimpayan almost losing it. Gimpayan gets it up, gets it in, and gets fouled. One more shot coming up at the line para dito kay Jmar Gimpayan. This could be a start to a run for Biñan.
Yeah, but itong si Coach Boyet, as you see this move right here by Jmar, this is practically how he moves inside, you know. Picking up that ball, playing off 2 feet, and trying to squeeze and slither inside. But you see Coach Boyet right there on the side. He continues to be coaching and egging his team. You know, there's still a lot of time to come back.
7 points in the game para kay Jmar Gimpayan. 55-40. 15 ang kalamangan dito ng Batangas City. Exactly 3 minutes to play here in the third quarter. Jong Baloria has come on here for Coach Cholo Villanueva. Mupo muna si Levy Hernandez. Balik na rin si Don Ochea. Pido. Right at the grill of Jong Baloria. Cruz lost it at the baseline. That's last touch on Batangas City. Biñan will take possession.
That pass would have been exacto kung hindi natapik yung bola. So good hand, good active hands right there by Biñan. Forcing a turnover. Now you got to come back and score.
This is our three-point shot brought to you by Extreme One-Stop Shop Appliances. Just shooting it over the top of Robbie Manalang there was Levy Hernandez. Pido. He has been a spark plug para kay Coach Boyet this season. Getting it to KG Canaleta, knocking it down from the outside.
Now I like this insertion of Pido right here. You know, he could be that one spark that they need for their team.
De La Virgen onto the left side. Ablaza being pressured here by KG Canaleta. Ablaza couldn't lose Nino. They get it now to Robbie Manalang. Manalang to Roca Curva. Kenny Roger trying to fake out a couple of defenders. Canaleta is wide open. He will not force it. Apinan is right there with him. Rhythm 3, that's no good. Look at Roca Curva. Get that rebound. Canaleta, fall away jumper. Soft touch from short range para kay KG Canaleta. Biñan on a personal run here against Batangas City.
And KG just feeling it right now. And that's a good thing for Coach Boyet, because the moment that you've been stymied a little bit, this is where it really starts, with Pido feeding KG right there from the top. And then a lot of activity. This time tries to back down, creates a little post move, and makes that basket.
6-0 blast here para dito sa Biñan Tatak Gel. 5 of those coming from KG Canaleta. 1 minute and 39 remaining here in the third quarter. Against Mindoro, Levy Hernandez was also the top point man para sa Batangas City. Tanduay Rum Masters, 26 points, 13 of them coming in the third quarter. A very efficient 6 out of 12 from downtown. Tonight, Levy Hernandez has 17. More on Sniper de Mexico from Miss Mika Bisanz.
I have been very curious, and so I asked Levy Hernandez. Sabi ko, bata ka pa ba? Shooter ka na? Hindi daw. Big man daw siya nung high school, focused on the post. But eventually, he was too small for the big position and had to work on something that would get him apart. At ito, na-develop siya as a wingman, worked on his threes, and now dagger after dagger in the MPBL. Ganun pala yun. Naaaral pala yun. Have you, Coach Mike?
Oo naman.
Sana nga eh. Ako kasi pilit kong inaral yun eh. Paulit-ulit ka. So hindi talaga tumatak sa utak ko eh.
Mayroong mga bagay talagang nasa isip mo pero hindi mo magawa.
Ay, hindi, yun nga. Tumatak ka sa utak ko. Hindi lang talaga magawa ng katawan ko. Seth Ablaza knocking it down from 17 feet. Silences the fire there by Biñan. Was a off timeout play coming from Coach Cholo Villanueva. And JJ Pido goes to the left side. Manalang dumps it down to KG Canaleta. Canaleta fakes out Apinan. Good help D there by Seth Ablaza. Second serving, Canaleta couldn't get that one to go off the glass.
And right now, Coach Boyet, rightfully so, riding the hottest hand on the floor, which happens to be KG Canaleta. But that time around, alam ng Tanduay Batangas how to counter against that and defend.
Maestre set to come in at the next dead ball para sa Biñan, possibly for Jmar Gimpayan. Ablaza, 2 quick hits para sa Batangas City.
Now, this is why Coach Cholo likes players like Seth Ablaza, Levy Hernandez, just steady shooters, even kill, not too high, not too low, and just delivering the goods.
Ang partida, Coach, hindi pa talaga pumupuntos dito si Jong Baloria. He only has 3 points, and really the guys doing the damage here are Levy Hernandez Mark Cruz with 8. Dexter Apinan has 7. Those are the first 4 points of the second half.
That's right.
Para kay Sed Ablaza.
That's right. Pero pag tinignan mo, ang lalim rin talaga ng paghuhugutan ng puntos nitong Batangas eh. In the same way that Biñan also has those guys. But the thing is right now, medyo mas in rhythm kumbaga itong Batangas. And you know, that's one thing that Coach Boyet, I'm sure, is hoping that these guys would get into a rhythm and finally makes a string of shots.
Pido splits his charities, 59-46. De La Virgen against Robbie Manalang. Valoria drives inside, the drop pass. Ablaza launches, bodies up his defender, no good. There's time here para sa Biñan. Pido couldn't get it to go. That was impressive defense on that final shot by MJ De La Virgen on JJ Pido.
Well, you got to play until the horn sounds, which is exactly what MJ did. And again, another quarter, but this time around, medyo may balik itong Biñan against Batangas.
Oh, definitely a better scoring quarter para sa kanila, but still Batangas coming out on top, 25-19 in terms of points. That's why they're still up by 13, 59-46. Score brought to you by GameX. GameX Sports, the official online basketball lending partner of the MPBL. That's the ending, GameX. An update on our player matchup for tonight. Jaymar Gimpayan, Sed Ablaza, not really scoring a lot in this game, Coach Mike. Jaymar Gimpayan has had to bleed for his markers. So has Sed Ablaza, 0 out of 7 before those 6 points that he scored.
Yeah, kasi si Jaymar Gimpayan is really a guy that, for the most part, would get offensive rebounds and turn them into second chance points. Samantalang ito naman si Sed has really allowed Levy to shine in the moment, and he's not really looking to score at moments that is not needed.
2 out of 3 from the field. Ito si Jaymar Gimpayan. Sed Ablaza is 3 out of 11. But his team up by 13 points here as we begin the fourth and final frame here at the FPJ Arena in San Jose, Batangas. The fourth home defense of the season. The first here at the FPJ Arena for the Tanduay Rum Masters. Both of these teams at the top of the Southern Division. Quarter scoring on your screens, Coach. That second quarter really made a lot of difference.
Yeah, that 7-minute almost scoreless run because of the defense of Batangas. And really, that's it. They were willing to give up those threes. And Biñan really just not making those shots from the outside.
At ang naging diferensya naman, Coach, offensively for Batangas City, all right, we saw that run by Levy Hernandez, but it has been different guys at different times for Coach Cholo Villanueva, and that's why their offense has become so unpredictable.
Yep. Tama ka doon. And, you know, his attack to who scores is pretty much how his offense has been. It's a concept-based offense that's very not structured and so much less predictable.
62-46. This is sa isna ang kalamangan dito ng Batangas City. Pido to a rolling Maestre. That was too strong of a pass if you ask me.
Yeah, tsaka masyadong masikip. I mean, he had 2 guys already converging on that dive by Maestre.
Wow! And the drop pass to Ambuluto. Rocacorva late on the rotation. He could not believe it. But from our vantage point, there was a lot of contact.
Yeah, pero sobrang libre. Siyang buluto dun.
What a pass made there by Dexter Apinan. We got to take a look at that again.
Yeah.
Jaymar Gimpayan checking back into the game for Mike Maestre.
Ayan, isa pa yan. Si Mike Maestre couldn't catch a rhythm. I mean, right now, si Mike, let me see. He's got 2 points.
Yeah, and he also started in their last game against South Cotabato, but only played over 6 minutes in that game.
Yeah.
This free throw is brought to you by Extreme Appliances. Ang sabok at kompletong appliance brand ng Pilipinas. And Batangas City getting the offensive rebound here. Just really outworking and out-hustling itong Biñan. Especially here in the second half. We thought that it was gonna be a resurgence of sorts para sa Tatak Gel with Carlo Lastimosa starting the scoring for Biñan in that third quarter. And after that big run by Levy Hernandez, Nino Canaleta knocking down jumpers from the outside and inside.
Yeah, that really is one of the go-to plays of Coach Boyet. Having Kenny Rocacorva coming off the corner and then getting into what's called a zoom action as he lifts and gets the ball and drives middle.
Could this be the ignition that Biñan needs right now? 3-point play completed para dito kay Kenny Roger Rocacorva.
They need a good stop here.
Only the first 3 points in the game para kay Rocacorva.
Yeah.
De La Virgen with a rock. 62-49. Two-man game between him and Apinan. Dexter stretches. No score. A rebound taken by Don Ochea. Gets it to De La Virgen, but that's a shot clock violation. Wala nang oras dun ang Batangas City.
What a shot by MJ. That looked good.
Coach, you know, it's been no surprise he's been taking those shots all season long.
Yeah.
From near the logo, wherever it may be, it's MJ range.
Yeah, I like this version of MJ actually.
Oh, nice sidestep there by Rocacorva with the right hand, huh?
Yeah.
Pretty difficult move for a lefty.
Very forceful. I mean, he had the intention to beat that primary defender, and no help came on that attack.
Rocacorva scoreless against Pasay, only 6 points against South Cotabato. We'd like to greet Sir Volter Ora and Congressman Eric Martinez of Team Valenzuela. Happy viewing po sa inyo. And of course, everybody watching on MPTV Channel 98 on Signal, Satellite Channel 53, on Facebook, YouTube, and the Pilipinas Live app. We'd also like to greet Los Baños Hoops, the 96ers. And congratulations to Kurt Miguel Juliano on your graduation from your dad, our former venue announcer, Top Juliano, who is also in the building here at the FPJ Arena. We welcome you back, Top, from a short vacation from Germany.
Yep. And sabi ni Top, na-miss raw niya yung Pilipinas, kaya mag-i-stay muna siya.
Valoria, the drop step, gets it inside. Kakapasok lang, naging importante dito. De La Virgen floats it up, no good. Another offensive rebound, this time for Jong Valoria. JJ Pino is on the floor. Hindi ka na siya matapakan doon ni Jong Valoria.
Yeah, and that was intentional. They want a live turnover, but the thing is, they're not quick enough to get to the front court. And so nakaset up na naman yung depensa.
It's a 12-point lead. A lot of time remaining here to catch up para dito sa Biñan. But things like that, they're gonna have to make those, especially up close para dito kay Jaymar Gimpayan.
And very makeable shot, if you ask me.
7 minutes to go in this game. Valoria gets the handoff. Could it shake up Pido? Apinan has it. Trying to work a sequence there with King Importante. They lose it. Jaymar Gimpayan pushes off MJ De La Virgen, and that's 2 points for Jaymar Gimpayan, redeeming himself from last possession's miss.
Now, it's down to 10 with an opportunity to get a stop and make this single digits.
9 points in the game para kay Waray. De La Virgen working his way past the defense of Robby Manalang. King Importante from the perimeter, in and out. Look at Dexter Apinan keeping the ball alive here for Batangas City. That's a typical shot there. He was bumped. So 2 free throws coming up para kay Dexter Apinan.
tingin ko sobrang experience na yun. Nakarinig ng pito, nilayup na lang kahit na malayo. No?
Fast break of the game brought to you by New Star Max. Win to the max. Jmar Gimpayan getting the steal and the score there para sa Biñan Tatak Gel. A much needed basket para sa kanilang koponan as they try to chip away at this deficit. They're lucky Jack Serapinan is the one at the line, although he makes good on the first free throw. Only a 50% free throw shooter this season. Ito si Jack Serapinan. I wonder what his career free throw percentage is.
Oo nga, no? Yun lang kailangan malaman natin dahil, you know, he's been, I guess, a player that's been fouled a lot, considering how he plays.
Roca Curva will take it inside, soars and scores.
Now, this is the version of Roca Curva that they would have needed early in this game. But a good thing, he's up here and he's performing. Now you got to close out together with your team.
Coach Boyd Fernandez hoping it's not too late to be witnessing this version of Kenny Roca Curva.
Now, that's a good one right there. You're keeping Pido on Levy Hernandez. I like that move. Because you cannot allow Levy to just continue to take shots unchallenged. Dito, pagkakuha pa lang niya, nakadepensa na kaagad yan si Pido.
Look at this. Kenny Roca Curva, ang layo ng pinag-take-opan ni Kenny Roger Roca Curva, and still the made basket on the break para sa kanya.
Tsaka kita mo na sa malayo pa lang, sa mata pa lang, you know, he had that really good intention to come up with a point on the other end. And alam mo to, si Kenny Roca Curva, isa to sa mga magigiting na disipulo ni Coach Boyd Hernandez.
Oh yeah,
I mean, you know,
for sure.
There are coaches, but to Kenny, I believe he is the coach.
1 out of 2 para kay Levy Hernandez. Roca Curva slices through the defense, puts it up, and gets the foul. Now, you could see in the eyes, Coach. Ito ni Kenny Roca Curva, you already mentioned it earlier. The immense determination to get to the basket and make something happen.
Right.
And that's why there's a little bit of concern on the face right now of Coach Solo Villanueva.
Yeah, because this is just a 10-point lead. And, you know, 540 with that much firepower on the bench of Biñan. You know, things could turn around. But Kenny, so far, he's got 7 points, counting that free throw, 5 rebounds, and 2 assists in 15 minutes.
Roca Curva misses, but rebound taken by Pamboy Raimundo. Back in the game now para kay Coach Boyd Fernandez. So is JR Alabanza, but impressive defense coming from Don Ochea, snatching that ball from the post.
A good anticipation where that ball was gonna come.
They're fronting Levy Hernandez here.
Yeah.
Initially they were. Now Hernandez facing up against Pido. That one's short. But see, they're really much more quicker to the basketball here. Biñan was late to react.
Yeah, the first thing that they do is to locate the guy that's nearest them and to try and lock them up. Well, that's going to be a travel. Yeah.
Clear walk right there.
Right.
Against Seda Blaza.
And to your point, Kenny got locked up with Don Ochea, and so Don was able to locate that rebound.
And Coach Solo Villanueva could not believe it. Trying to stare down referee Jojo Belnas right after that, but it really was a walk. Nauna talaga yung paa bago yung dribble eh. Roca Curva now attacks his strong side, trying to draw contact against Ochea. Oh, this is a run out for Batangas City. Hernandez, the sidestep, easy finish, exquisite basket right there para kay Levy Hernandez.
It really goes back to slowing down that zero step, then allowing that defense to fly by and create 2 more opportunities for you to score.
Alexa Once ang kalamangan dito, 66-55. We're more than halfway through the 4th quarter. Alabanza missing on the drop step and hook shot. KG Canaleta has been called up from the bench. So has Carlo Lastimosa. They will check in at the next dead ball.
Oh, wow.
Through the middle, the cut by Dexter Apinan. Precision, execution right now for Batangas City.
You get too preoccupied with that 2-man game on set. You know he's gonna roll up, but then again on that weak side, you see that 45 cut by Dexter Apinan. This is a beautiful move right here by Levy Hernandez. And this time around, just that weak side 45 cut, so they call the weak side wing cuts in, and Dexter just obliges.
Impressive presence of mind as well as the vision coming from MJ De La Virgen to deliver that pass. 4 minutes and change remaining in this game. 68-55 is the count. Presenting our Suzuki muscular and sporty fans the game, just like the Avenus, do more and achieve more with the muscular and sporty scooter from Suzuki, the Avenus. Oras na para magmotor. We thank you so much for joining us here at the FPJ Arena in San Jose, Batangas. Last game of our Tuesday triple header between the Batangas City Tanduay Rum Masters and the Biñan Tatak Gel. Javi Palanya joined by Coach Mike Perez and Miss Mika Abisamis. Pido off the timeout, thought he was fouled. No whistle was blown. Poor play coming out of the ceasefire there for the Tatak Gel.
Yeah, kita mo na kagad kanina, yung bola nandito sa kanan, na kay Kenny ang bola. Yung nasa kaliwang side ng defender, nakaabang na kagad sa gitna. So hindi makadrive si Kenny.
Ablaza from the corner. That's another dagger to the hearts of the Biñan faithful.
That's a 5-point swing right there. You don't make a basket on one end and you allow them to score the other.
Remember, Biñan is on a 3-game losing streak. Kenny Rocacurva still hopeful that they would avert that tonight. Biñan currently is number 7 in the Southern Division at 6-3, while Batangas City is number 2 at 9-2, just behind the Quezon Huskers, who remain unbeaten in 10 games. De La Virgen from downtown, no good. Lastimosa pushing it here for Biñan. Lastimosa, the crossover, forces it up, in, doesn't get the bounce, but he will take 2 shots there. But imagine if he made that basket.
Yeah.
Levy Hernandez, one of his jumpers in this game, bringing happiness to our fans here inside the FPJ Arena. Those are our lucky fans of the game, brought to you by Buenas.
And kung ikaw si Coach Boyet, magugustuhan mo tong effort nila Carlo at saka nila Kenny. Hindi talaga nag-give in, and they're still out there competing. Sure, that's under 3 minutes remaining, but still, gotta get out and compete.
You cannot relax against a team like Biñan. Batangas City knows too well about relaxing in the end game. Ablaza takes it inside. An offensive foul though against Don Ochea.
Yeah, but something to do with screen right there underneath.
That's number 2 laban kay Don Ochea. RJ Ramirez will come in here at the 2:26 mark of the 4th quarter. Just a 12-point lead here for Batangas City. Very much possible still para sa Biñan. Pido will attack the press. Pido picks up his dribble. Canaleta swings it to Lastimosa. He wants this against RJ Ramirez. Canaleta, corner pocket 3. Money for KG Canaleta!
These guys really just won't go away, and that's the important thing. You just keep digging in there and figuring out paano natin mapapadikit pa to.
Lead down to 9 as we enter the twilight zone. The last 2 minutes brought to you by GameX. GameX Sports, the official online basketball ending partner of the MPBL. What's the ending? GameX. And there's a foul called here against Biñan. Boy, Biñan will not go gently into the good night. Talk about this sequence here for the Tatak Gel. Lastimosa finding Canaleta deep into their shot clock. Hand in the face, no problem para kay Nino KG Canaleta.
This is not really the fastest game there is. You see only 55 attempts from both these teams respectively. Pero man, a lot of interesting stuff. And this continues to be a competitive game even up to this point.
Free throws have been a problem for both squads here in the game. 15 out of 25 right now para sa Batangas. Lastimosa forcing the issue, not trying to waste any time as he got into their front court. He knew that he had to find a way, some way, somehow, to get points there para sa Biñan.
That's right. And he's really been looking at opportunities to try and get inside, some paint touches so that he gets to score. And itong labang na ito, with that much time left, lead is safe because there's always that 3-point option.
Now break down the scenarios for us, Coach Mike here. 2 free throws made by Lastimosa will bring it down to 8. A stop and maybe a 3-point shot will bring it down to just 4 points.
Yeah, and paalala lang natin, both teams already in penalty. And so, fouls would most likely end up in free throws.
Lastimosa knocking down the first free throw. He's 4 out of 5 from the free throw line. 72 to 63. 2 for 2 para kay Carlo Lastimosa. 14 points now in this game.
And that's 14 out of 20 free throws so far para dito sa Biñan. Really, pretty good percentage.
Oh, that's an easy steal. Could have been para kay Kenny Rocacurva. Levy Hernandez was a little careless there meeting the basketball. Ramirez will try to take as much time away from the game clock as possible. Ablaza. Oh, nobody home there para sa Biñan.
You could already see it. That little up fake to which KG bit in. And down on the floor with that ball, speed favoring Ablaza.
Canaleta off the bank. 74-66. 67 seconds left here in the game. Gibayan on Ramirez. There's a mismatch here on foot speed. Canaleta switches out.
Oh, no. Yeah.
Oh, that's a
Good
turnover
stop
for Batangas City.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's a good defensive stop there by Biñan. The moment that he stopped dribbling and put that ball over his head, you know that he's in trouble.
JJ Pido and Jake Serapinan sharing a few words at center court. Lastimosa with the basketball. Pido, baseline drive. Canaleta's free at the left corner. Canaleta blocked there by Ramirez. What a defensive stop. Rocacurva gets it to Gimpayan. Gimpayan off the glass. No, Rocacurva underneath. That's good. 74-68.
2-possession game.
Do they need to foul here, Coach Mike?
I think they would. They should. You got to stop the clock and make them earn it from the stripe.
Look at this sequence for Biñan. Canaleta's three-point shot was blocked by Ramirez, and then you have Rocacurva getting that drop pass underneath, scoring the 2 points, cutting this to just 6 points. But you would have wished, if you're Biñan, that this effort would have been alive for you early in the second half.
That's right. And they really just woke up here in the fourth quarter, led by Kenny Rocacurva.
And you hate to have Cedric Ablaza at the line at this time of the game. Just as I say that, he misses his second free throw. 1 out of 2. Lastimosa stops and pops
there
for
you go.
3. That's good. Lastimosa trims this to just 4.
There you go. So anytime there's that 3-point opportunity, you're gonna take it. And nobody checked on Carlo. Ramirez kept backpedaling until that shot went in.
75-71. 23.1 seconds remaining in this game. We're gonna check how many timeouts both teams have right now. 2 timeouts remaining para dito sa Batangas, 1 for Biñan. 23.1 seconds. Apinan to trigger in. Full court pressure being imposed here by Biñan. Canaleta. Oh, there's a turnover. Canaleta has it, takes it. There might have been a foul. No whistle was blown. Oh my goodness.
They had a chance.
Coach Boyd Fernandez is on the playing floor.
Yeah.
He is frustrated. He is mad. He is really, really mad.
And it appears that there was a hit on the arm. Boy, that was a good look.
Oh yeah, definitely. With the way that KG has been shooting the ball in this game, that could have been a big basket para sa kanila, cutting the lead to just 1 point. That's what could have been para sa Biñan. Instead, they put Jong Baloria on the line, who makes his first free throw. Batangas City, 17 out of 28 from the free throw line in this game. Oh, another down to the wire ball game here para sa Biñan, and that's it.
That's it.
Levy Hernandez fouled here. These 2 free throws will seal it if Levy Hernandez is able to make them para sa Batangas City. I'm sure Biñan just really frustrated with the way things turned out here in the end game, but they only have themselves to blame, but because they dug themselves a hole, especially at the start of the second half.
Yeah, and that second quarter run of not being able to score in almost 7 minutes and coming up only with 7 points, that's the key difference right there.
I mean, you love to give credit to them clawing their way back and making this a competitive one, but time just really not on their side.
Right.
It was close to impossible for them to make it possible to get back. There was an opportunity, and yes, it could have happened. Unfortunately, breaks of the game not going their way. 6.2 seconds remaining. We'll take a short break. .2 seconds remaining here in the game. Commissioner Kenneth Remdes right there on your screens. Biñan is really still very uptight and frustrated about that non-call on the shot by KG Canaleta with over 20 seconds to go. That could have cut the lead to just 1 had he made that shot, or maybe given 3 free throws.
Well, that's an opportunity. It could have been if that call was made, but again, referee sees better than us.
Lots of things could have happened had that call made. JJ Pito triggering in here para dito sa Tatak Gel, and with the way things are looking, it looks like Biñan will be falling to their 4th defeat of the season after a strong 6-0 start. They have lost their last 4 games, including this one. And now they call the foul.
Yeah, and they're giving him the free throws here. That shot almost went in too.
KG Canaleta, 16 points in this game. 1 up from his previous game total. Now he has 17. Make that 2 points up from the 15 points that he had against the South Cotabato Warriors. And he and Carlo Lastimosa sharing scoring honors here in this game. And lane violation ang itatawag dito laban kay KG Canaleta. And there's going to be a technical foul here called against Coach Boyd Fernandez. There you see Coach Boyd Fernandez in the ear of Crew Chief Jojo Belnas. He's had enough of those complaining. Talking about Crew Chief Jojo Belnas.
And you know that technical really came from that.
There should be a free throw here. Alright, so ang itatawag after that technical, it's a jump ball, but the possession arrow is still pointing Batangas City's side.
Yeah.
So Levy Hernandez just with a chance here to improve their score in this game, making it 79. At syempre, ayaw rin naman nila na tumigil lang dito because the quotient system will be in play in case of ties at the end of the year. That's the game there between Batangas City and Biñan. for the most part, it was a dominant performance for Batangas City before Biñan came alive late in the fourth quarter comeback, just falling really short.
Yeah, and really a strong start by Biñan. Had Batangas reeling in the very first few minutes until, change of personnel tried to happen to change the complexion of the game. And that crucial 7.7 scoreless minutes in the second quarter really was that hole you were mentioning that they dug too deep, speaking for Biñan.
A lot of guys in double figures in the game para dito sa Batangas City. Dexter Apinan and Ced Ablaza scoring in double figures para sa kanila. But the leader in this game for them was Levy Hernandez. He had 23 points in this game, 6 out of 12 from the field, 3 out of 7 from downtown. He is our Buenas best player of the game. That's why Batangas City was able to win this 79-72 and extend their winning streak. Our final score brought to you by GameX Sports, the official online basketball lending partner of the MPBL. Basta ending, GameX, our player of the game, Levy Hernandez, is at courtside with Mika Besames.
Maraming salamat. The Buenas player of this game, walang iba kung hindi si Levy Hernandez. Levy, maraming gumawa collective effort, pero yung mga tres mo, no, laging malaking bagay lalo sa dulo. At alam ko, huling laro mo na to bago ang surgery mo. Kamusta naman ang mangyayari pagkatapos nun?
Unang nagpapasalamat ako kay God na binigay panalo namin ngayon. And yun nga, kasi last game ko, so ginawa ko lang yung best ko kasi para sa mga teammate ko kasi ito yung last game ko sa Friday kasi operation ko, so ginawa ko lang yung best ko and sinunod ko lang yung mga game plan na sinasabi ni coach sa amin.
Levy, mga gaano ka namin katagal hindi makikita dito sa MPBL?
Siguro 1 month and 1.5 month siguro wala ako. Talo na mabigat tayong kalaban namin this July so kailangan para din na malala.
Napag-usapan mo yung mabibigat na kalaban. Lately, yung mga dikit na laban nyo, talagang napapanalo nyo. Katunayan na solid na talaga ang sistema ni Coach Cholo.
Ayun nga, lahat naman kasi ready lagi kami. Hindi kami nagkukumpiyansa sa bawat game namin sa mga kalaban namin. So, yung kung ano yung ginagawa namin sa practice, ina-apply namin sa game namin ngayon. And yun nga, magbuti, maganda yung nagiging resulta.
Levy, maraming emosyon dito sa game na to, pero meron ka ba mga gustong batiin at pasalamatan?
Yun na, una-una binabati ko yung misis ko, nanonood ngayon, yung baby ko, si Sia, si Kim, mama ko, papa ko, taga Santa Maria, Mexico, Pampanga, mga tropa ko, si Parin Gian, nasa Qatar, si misis niya, si Marin Joy, si Parin Jack, nasa Canada, si Parin Jay, si Parin Sok Pangan, lahat ng mga kaibigan ko, si Parin Jay Direct, si Parin Erwin Kunanan, lahat ng mga taga Batangas na sumusuporta sa amin dito. Maraming salamat sa inyo.
Maraming salamat once again. Our Buenas player of this game is Levy Hernandez. Balik sa inyo. Have you, Coach Mike?
Thank you so much, Mika. Congratulations to Levy Hernandez and the rest of the Batangas City Tanduay Rum Masters for getting their 10th victory of the season against 2 losses. Our games tomorrow happening at the Brenzigiao Convention Center in Pampanga. Our first game will be Bacolod against the Bicolandia Oragons. Our second game at 6 o'clock p.m. It's the Iloilo United Royals going up against the Southern Division foe in the South Cotabato Warriors. And in our main game, this is going to be a very interesting one. Defending champion Pampanga Giant Lanterns going up against the Davao Occidental Tigers. Maraming salamat sa pagdalo sa aming coverage dito sa FPJ Arena in San Jose, Batangas. Thank you so much for my partner, Coach Mike Perez, our courtside reporter, Ms. Mika Abesamis, Director Freddy Picarilal, our executive producer, Russell Torres. This has been Javi Balanya saying good night from San Jose, Batangas. Ito po ang Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League, ang liga ng bawat Pilipino.